north-facing garden in the east of England. This is probably a typical site when you buy a house of what you can expect. Underneath is probably a load of rubble and you dread getting to grips with that later. You can see here it might appear very big, but it's actually quite tiny. And having moved, I'm a bit restricted on budget as well. So let's have a look about how we improve this. So first of all, you'll notice that there are some drain covers in the garden, dreaded things. So I've got some right in the middle, and then I've got some at the back by the wall. Now obviously when I'm going to design my garden, I need to think about what I'm going to put around this so that these become accessible. Thankfully, for now, I've got a few pots that I brought with me with some daffodils in, and I just popped them on there just because my mind just seemed to focus on these drain covers every time I looked out. My next problem, which all of us have for north-facing garden, is that we need to have a look about where the sun is along all of these. Where does the sun actually reach, if it reaches it at all? So I'm going to show you just a series of pictures here so you can see gradually how I worked out where the sun was and therefore gave me in my mind an idea of about where I was going to plant and put beds. The day before I moved in my house, I actually didn't have any furniture, so I put a temporary bed in my lounge so that I could literally look out the garden when I first woke up to see where the sun was at that time in the morning. And I was a bit disheartened in that there was a tiny triangle of sun on the back wall. Now that was the middle of January, and I'm glad to say that you can see here that the sun does move around my garden, thank goodness, and thankfully come June, July time, it reaches all the way down to the bottom. However, from the evening, it comes along the wall of my house, but it doesn't actually reach the windows, the patio doors in my garden, which is quite funny, I think. So let's have a look and see what we've got here.